Hi, Lou Manfredini, Ace's home expert. In this video, we're going to talk about the differences between oil-based wood stains and waterborne wood stains. All right, before we get started, I want to talk a little bit about pre-stain. Now, Minwax in particular, those are the products we're going to talk about today, they recommend that you use a pre-stain, whether you're using oil or waterborne, and in particular if you're using soft woods. When it comes to soft woods, I'm talking about pine or poplar. These are basically the yellow looking woods that you would use. If you can take your thumbnail and make a little indentation in the wood, that's a soft wood. Now this happens to be an oil-based pre-stain conditioner. So if you're using oil-based stain, you'll use an oil-based pre-stain. If you're using waterborne, as we're going to talk about in a little bit, you'll use a waterborne. The whole idea behind this is that it helps to seal the wood, basically give you a nice clean palette. For instance, in soft woods, when you're using an oil-based stain, sometimes if you just apply it without it, it can come out blotchy, in particular if it's a darker color. So that pre-stain gives you this even palette to then apply that stain to. Now you want to follow the manufacturer's recommendation. Remember, with any paint job or staining, it's all about the prep work. It's what you do before the product goes down that really makes a difference. Okay, let's talk about oil and water. This is an example of an oil-based stain. It's a semi-transparent stain, comes in 35 different shades, and so basically when you look at fine furniture, you look at those beautiful antiques, they have a wood stain on them more than likely. And the benefit of this is that color, once it goes on and you apply it well, it stays there and looks beautiful. Again, remember with that darker color, you know, as you apply that, if you want it to get a little darker, you let that cure and dry and then you apply it again. You wipe it on and you wipe it off to get that beautiful deep color, then a finish over the top. Now, waterborne stains, which are newer to the marketplace, newer meaning that, you know, probably the last 30, maybe 40 years or so, this allows you to do all kinds of different colors. So this waterborne product, again, you apply it like an oil, you brush it on and then you wipe it off, but it can be tinted to over 200 different colors. So you want a green or a shade of red or something like that. That's what you can use with these waterborne finishes and then put a finish over the top. So if you're looking to really get a pop of color, and they make this in both a semi-transparent and a solid color, which a solid color is more like a paint, you know, it'll hide the grain. This will show some of that grain and give you amazing results, and you can just have all kinds of fun using a waterborne product. The other benefit, of course, with an oil-based stain, you would clean all those tools that you would use with mineral spirits or a turpentine. With the waterborne, you do soap and water, a little bit less VOC with the waterborne than with the oil. Those are some considerations when you're thinking about using a stain for your next project. Coming up next, my video on how to choose the right stain.